Culture Yearbook. On this show, we pick pieces of pop culture that were important to us in a given year. We then discuss memories and dig into those movies, albums, shows, and more. I'm Brad.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Giff.
And tonight is going to be a special night. We have guests again. This is coming out on Halloween.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
I got to rock.
You're probably out trick-or-treating, unless you're like Brad, in which case you're sitting at home listening to podcasts.
Well, and this would be the perfect thing to listen to while you're out and about with the kiddos on Halloween, following them around the neighborhood.
Make sure you're paying attention to the kids, though. Safety first.
So Pete is referencing our memories of Halloween from last year, because I wasn't a huge Halloween person, so he's just rubbing that in stone. So we got two guests here tonight, two famous, well-known guests of the show, and we asked them to share a couple memories they have of Halloween to help kick it off. And Gifford has one of his spectacular games planned afterwards.
Yes.
So we've got Dave, our pop culture originator. Hi,
hello.
And we've got Rappy again from famous episodes such as Office Space and the original Initials game.
Mm-hmm.
Great to be back, and thanks for inviting me.
We always like to have you. We'll have you back again shortly.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing tomorrow night?
Let's have you guys kick it off. We asked you just if you had a short little Halloween memory or some kind of nostalgia to share. Maybe it's a happy one and different from mine. Although, I love Charlie Brown. I love Halloween. Just wasn't a big costume guy.
You kind of got a little Trump thing going there with I love Charlie Brown. You love Charlie Brown, don't we, people?
Everybody loves him. Not a lot of people know this, but everybody loves Charlie Brown.
Linus came up to me and he said, "Sir."
All right, so let's give it over to Rappy first as our number one guest. What do you want to tell us about Halloween?
When you texted me to start thinking about this memory, I kind of went down and tried to figure out like best Halloweens, and I really came to when I was a little Rappy in kindergarten. We got we all dressed up and we did the Halloween parade around the front of the school and stuff. And I went as Frankenstein, and so I had one of those plastic masks with the little slit in for the mouth and the bad eye holes, and then rubber band that
digging into your face.
Yeah. So I had the Frankenstein mask for that. Painted my hands green and had red blood stains on it. And then I had my dad's suit coat. So I was a little kid in a gigantic suit coat walking around. And it's just one of my all-time favorite Halloween memories.
Did you have bolts in your neck?
They did have it on the side of the mask. So
it's part of the mask.
Yeah.
Well, it's an intricate mask.
I like that.
Sounds like
right. Was that Rappy? Was that one of those like rubber overall or no?
It was just a plastic with a rubber band in the back.
Got it. Okay, yeah.
The rubber band that lasts about 4 minutes.
Right.
When Brad asked about the bolts, I remember one time as a kid, I went as Frankenstein. I had a rubber one that kind of started at the forehead, but then it wrapped down and then it had the bolts out.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, this was that cheap plastic.
Dave was all bolts out.
Bolts out. Right? Little elementary school Dave, bolts out.
Have you had any adult costumes that you were particularly memorable or happy with?
So the last probably like 10 years, I became very lazy with my costumes. So I'd always go as Hunter S. Thompson. So it was just a Hawaiian shirt, a bucket hat, sunglasses, and a cigarette.
That's not bad.
So I think like and nobody else will see that, but I shut off my camera. I think that's my picture of it on my for Skype. I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
No.
Really. We see.
No, it doesn't show.
Okay, never mind then. But yeah, but the one thing I did realize after a couple years, like someone came up to me, she's like, "Oh, you're going as Johnny Depp," and she was rather attractive, and I'm like, I almost said no, and I'm like, no. Anytime says I'm going as Johnny Depp, I'm going as Johnny Depp.
Yes. Yep.
I wish I had a go-to costume like that, because then I wouldn't have. I don't really like the costumes, as you know, and so if you had something easy to do, that's brilliant.
You could go as three-hole punch Brad.
Three-hole punch Brad.
Yeah.
Three-hole punch Jim.
Three-hole punch Jim from The Office.
I'm different than regular Jim.
I don't remember what that looked like. That one's drawing a blank here.
He just had 3 circles.
Oh, that's what I figured. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dwight hated
That sounds like too much work. What about you, Dave?
Well, it's funny when I saw your text about this, I did think about your recent batch of episodes because that actually kind of brought me back. And it is funny. So when I was listening to the Ghostbusters episode, Brad, and I told you at the Gopher game tailgating that you and I have a very similar relationship to Ghostbusters, which is I remember I think I saw it once as a kid, liked it like everybody else did, but it was not a go-to over and over movie for me, things like that. And to be honest, afterwards, I don't know if I've ever watched it from beginning to end since. Wow, I've seen parts of it. But going back to that year, it kind of brought me back to just like the wheelhouse of, so Halloween, I think actually would be my favorite holiday. But the funny thing, I'm not a huge, like, especially as an adult, I'm not a huge dress up guy. I view it kind of more like Comic-Con, where I would love to go and see all the people cosplaying, but I'm not one to do it myself. Sure. But as a kid, Mama Peterson was really good about, I always had homemade costumes. And so she bought me, or she sewed, what's that?
Were you ever a hobo?
I was never a hobo.
Hobo with a
she
B.
sewed me she actually, so one of the girls' favorite pictures of me as a little kid is I'm wearing a little Batman costume that my mom made from scratch. Oh, and sweet. It's pretty cool. It's got like the little, gauntlets and everything. And that was pretty awesome. And then actually, so the year before, so I was trying to think as I was out walking tonight when Karate Kid would have come out, because basically that was the first year where I kind of did a store-bought costume. But the year before that, I remember me and Mandy went to my mom's work and I actually won a costume contest because my mom she made a Dracula costume for me, and she did this elaborate makeup and everything. And like, it looks really great, and my mom was really good about that. But then the next year, so with Karate Kid coming out, and actually that year, I was so bummed that you guys didn't pick Beverly Hills Cop because I love Beverly Hills Cop. Yep. That year, everybody at my school at the talent show danced to Axel F, including me. I was part of a great breakdancing crew. But then for Halloween, everyone went as the Skeletons. So I went out with a handful of my buddies. We all had glow-in-the-dark skeleton PJs, and we were like the Cobra Kais. And so I thought...
Did you go around kicking people's ass?
I did not. I tried to find like a 60-pound kid in a Lance Allworth jersey, but it just didn't work out.
Did you roll a joint in the bathroom?
I did do that, but I didn't.
Okay.
So... But yeah,
Did you get your ass kicked by a old Asian guy who showed up in the shadows?
Not well, so he did. He kicked me, but I didn't get kicked in the balls, so I didn't get really hit that hard. I just rolled around and was like, and then I went to the dojo the next day.
All right, I think we covered it all there, though.
Yeah, we did. We can defend. But that was the thing is so that specific Halloween, I would have been a 3rd or a 4th grader. And I do think I remember that night being out so long with my friends in Moorhead, just hitting neighborhood after neighborhood. And I do think that Moorhead was like perfect for that kind of thing because it was small, like it wasn't a huge city. It was small enough where it was safe to go around, but like we were out for hours and hitting different places the whole time. And I just remember having so much fun. As an adult, I'm not much of a costume guy. I absolutely love handing out candy to kids. Mandy and I have always loved horror movies. And so Mandy always comes down. That's what, like, one of our traditions is we just stay up all night watching horror movies. And then my best, I mean, not that it's like anything to take real credit for, but I did go to a costume party a couple of years ago. And I went as Brett Kavanaugh and Sonya went as RBG.
Yes, I saw those pictures.
I had my calendars with Boofing with Squee and all that. that night I really liked beer.
Mhm.
I liked beer. So
All right. Good job, guys.
Yes.
Well done.
Well, bringing up all those horror movies you like, Dave, is a good segue. And Gifford, you can tell them why.
Well, we are going to play the initials game tonight, the Pop Culture Yearbook initials game.
Your version.
Yes, we played this game in July for our staycation month with Minnesota movies. So this is a variation of the initials game that's played every Friday on KFan's Power Trip Morning Show. So you can check out the initials game podcast with all 434 past games and go to initialsgame.com to order your own at-home game. So that's my kind of cover your ass, hope we don't get sued thing. But so in
free
honor,
promos.
yes. So in honor of Halloween, I have 20 items related to the horror genre. These items may be an actor, a character, a thing, a place, a movie, or concept. Rappy, all of these items consist of a 2-word answer. All the items have 6 clues to help you figure them out. Whenever you think you got the answer, say your name. Your name is your buzzer. And wait for
my
me.
name, bitch.
That's right. Wait for me to call on you before you answer. Also, we've got the little raise hand button on our screens. You can use that as well in case one person, more than one person is ringing in at once. The first raise hand on my screen will be the tiebreaker to who gets the answer first. If you get the answer correct, you will hear. If you get the answer wrong, you will hear. And you're out for the remainder of just that item. So now for my take on the initials game. I will give you the first initial of the first item. From there, the first initial for the next item will be the last initial from the previous item. For example, I would say G is the first initial of item 1. I read a clue like, this actor played a government agent tracking an alien in Predator 2. Dave.
Oh yeah, I should probably say, well, and shit, I rang in, but it's Danny Glover.
G is the first initial.
I know, and that's
God, do not get
said it, but he's the main
My
guy.
God.
That was a good example, though, to David show how it doesn't work. So that's really
Yes.
I know.
So anybody else got an answer?
Now we know what not to do.
Way to go, moron.
No, I have no clue, just like I'm not going to have any clue all night.
That answer is Gary Busey.
See.
Point Break.
Oh, yes, that's true.
Second
And the next one will start with a B.
The first initial for item 2 is
I got it.
E. So I read some clues. For item 2, they might include, she is the subject of a 1999 found footage horror movie.
Rappy.
Brad.
Rappy.
Blair Witch.
That's correct. So
of course, you do that one as the
right
example instead of a point one.
So the first initial for item 3 would be
W.
That's correct. Okay. So everybody's kind of got it down. We know what we're doing. I have an additional.
You can play along at home. It's fun.
It is. I have an additional trivia question for each item. This question is only for the person that got that item correct. So a possibility of 40 points in this game.
Woo!
In the event of a tie at the end of the game, I have 2 tiebreaker items. These items only have 3 clues each and have the same set of initials. So, Are we ready?
Yes.
Ready.
Sure.
Everybody's ready.
Yeah!
Say your name. Your name is your buzzer. Also, if you raise your hand, that would be good too on the screen. But we will start with item number 1. First initial is C.
C.
Clue number 1. Once accused of killing 3 people. Possessed incredible power. Had an Brad.
No. Sorry.
You rang in.
Well, it's wrong because it's 2 words, and I was going to say Carrie as a big guess.
All right.
Cujo.
Clue number 3 had an uncredited role in Flash Gordon.
I know this one.
Clue number 4 is a braver man than I. Number 5 knows what bad reception is. Last clue, coached with Marshall's dad at Minnesota State.
Dave.
Dave?
Craig T. Nelson.
I get it. I know where this is going.
That is correct. Okay, so Craig T. Nelson, of course, was in the movie Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Yep. I was racking my brain on that.
What year did Poltergeist come out?
Ooh,
I know that.
That in 83.
No.
Brad, you don't get the point, but you know what?
1982.
That's correct.
Ah,
Very good.
God, it
All
was
right.
Hot Dog, the movie that came out in 83.
I always get those two movies mixed up.
All right.
your hot dog in my poltergeist. You got your poltergeist in my hot dog.
All right, Brad, is your hand still up?
Pull
No.
it down, Brad.
Oh, yes, it is. But so is Dave's.
Yeah, get
Oh,
your
yeah.
hand down.
Put
you
your hand down.
brown noser.
Reset your hands.
All right, so what's the first initial of item 2?
N.
All right, here we go. First clue
No.
is responsible for 6 deaths. Once lived on Elm Street. Rappy?
I was going to Nightmare on Elm Street.
Rappy out just for this item. Clue number 3, practiced witchcraft. Was in a threesome. Was in a
Brad.
small Brad.
It's oh my God, what is her name? I know this one actually. She's oh my
4,
oh my
3,
God, I can't
2,
believe this.
1.
I know it. I know it.
All right, we're gonna
Hold
finish.
on. What was the last one? Just
We're
after
gonna
the
finish
threesome?
clue 5.
Okay.
How can I not think of it?
Was in a small party.
Yeah. I got them all.
Oh my God.
Last clue. Battled ghost faced as Sidney Prescott.
What is her name? I can't think of her name.
Oh God.
3.
Well, I'm gonna buzz Dave. Oh my God. What is her name?
I know. I keep thinking Nina Dobrev, and that's not it.
Oh, I thought you said Nina Dump Truck.
No, Nev Campbell.
Pete.
I got it.
No, it was already up. Yeah, it was already 5 seconds gone.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nobody,
Nev Campbell. I got it.
nobody
I was
gets the
buzzing in.
Nev. Yeah, but I
Right?
already counted down 5.
Oh.
Like Dave.
Hold on. Hey, Gifford.
Yeah.
The first one, responsible for 6 deaths. In what?
In all the Scream movies, she's responsible for 6 deaths. Sidney
She killed
Prescott
6
is.
people?
Yeah, in all the Scream movies, she does.
Oh.
And
Well,
she lived on
here's the
Elm
thing,
Street.
the minute
in
you
Scream.
said, Brad, so right after that, then it was the Party of 5 clue. You said she's
No,
in a
it's
small party.
witchcraft, and
I was
then it
thinking, what is the other gal?
Threesome was Wild Things.
Well, but who's
Threesome
the
was
gal?
Wild Things.
Yeah. Who's the other gal in Party of 5? That was
Oh,
like
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
No.
I was
Was it?
locked up on Jennifer Love,
Okay.
but I couldn't think of either of their names. So yeah, whatever.
Well, we're
Lacey
gonna
Chabert.
we're gonna do the bonus question just for fun. Name the participants in the threesome in Wild
Brad.
Thing. Go ahead. Brad, go ahead.
Nev Campbell, Denise Richards, and Matt Dillon.
That's correct. All right.
Kevin Bacon from about 40 feet away just went over there.
Yes, he could have been in there for sure.
Yes.
All right, so no points come out of item number 2. Wow.
So if nobody gets the question, we can't buzz in on the trivia question.
Nope, it's just
No.
for people who get it correct.
Wow.
Yep.
It's for winners.
Only.
It's for winners only. All right, so
That's
Nev
the rule.
Campbell. So what's our first initial for item 3?
C.
See.
All right, here we go.
It's
Has
like
shot has shot a man. Been known to wear tight clothing. Once dated Jim Carrey's ex.
Dave.
Dave?
Courtney Cox.
I was going to say that.
I didn't hear the whole end of the clue.
Dave is out for the rest of item 3.
Good.
Worked in a hospital and on a farm. Would give anything for a wheelbarrow.
Brad. Carrie Elways.
Yes. Very good. All right, Brad's extra trivia question here.
Hold on. Does Brad know what that's from?
Oh, that's a good point. What's that?
What?
The Princess Bride.
What is Carrie Elways in this for?
I know. Saw.
Yep, that's
nice.
Right. So, the trivia question: name the Tom Cruise movie that he was in.
That Carrie Elways was in?
Yep.
Boy, that's a tough question. I'm just gonna take a shot here. American Made.
Days of Thunder. He was the guy who came in and took over for him when he got hurt.
All right.
All right. So, what is our first initial for item 4?
E.
That is correct. All right, here we go. Clue number 1. Committed suicide. Number 2. Committed regicide. Has a master's in engineering. Has been cloned. She's handy with a flamethrower. Get away from her, you bitch.
Dave. Oh,
go ahead.
Pete went first, right?
No, I got you. I have Pete's hand up. Go ahead, Dave.
Oh, I thought I saw Pete's hand up. I'm sorry.
Nope.
I wasn't even thinking about this. It's 5. But is it Sigourney Weaver?
That doesn't start with E, Dave.
I know it doesn't.
Anybody else?
Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney Weaver.
Rappy, go ahead.
Ellen Ripley.
What did he say?
Ellen Ripley is correct.
God.
Is that Sigourney Weaver's name in Aliens?
That's her character name in Aliens.
Nice job, Rappy.
All right, Rappy, here's your question. Name the tagline for the original Alien movie.
No one can hear you scream in space.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
I was going to say
You're not going to give that to him?
That's not right.
Wow.
God, you're so close. Sorry, buddy. No, in
Seems
space.
Like that's
no
another
one
harsh
can
one.
hear you scream.
In space, talk like Yoda. We do.
All right. So after 4 items, we have Brad with 1, Pete with 0, Dave with 1, and Rappy with 1.
Tied for the lead.
All right.
I think Pete's screen froze. Anybody hear from him lately?
Oh, yeah, he's there.
Zing!
All right. Item number 5. What's our first initial?
R.
I think it's W. Sigourney Weaver. Oh, wait,
all right.
I'm not so quick tonight.
Here we go. Clue number 1. Once killed a spouse. Loved listening to records. Married a boxer. Had a rough prom night.
Pete. Robin Givens.
Ooh, good guess.
All right, clue number 5. Keeps a diary. Last clue. You had her at hello.
Brad.
Renee
Zellweger.
All right. Yeah. Now, Renee Zellweger was in a horror movie. The
Obviously.
Texas Chainsaw franchise. Can you name the movie that she was in?
The Texas Chainsaw franchise?
Yeah, which movie?
I don't know. Chainsaws of Texas.
That is the next
In the
generation.
Chainsaws of Texas.
That was Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the next generation. That's the fourth movie in the franchise.
Isn't that with McConaughey too?
That's with McConaughey. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
I gotta tell you, Biff, I'm locking up on all these things, but yeah, this is insane.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
Goodness.
All right. So item number 6, first initial is
Z.
All right. Here we go. First portrayed in 1932. Seen in many versions. Survival rate is low.
Pete.
Pete.
Zombie apocalypse.
Pete is on the board.
Yeah, baby.
Attaboy. All right, Pete. Can you name the zombie apocalypse spoof done by Simon Pegg?
Oh my God. The correct answer is no, I cannot name. Did I get it right?
People who have never been in my kitchen.
Dave or Rappy, either one of you want to say it?
Shaun of the
I
Dead.
got Shaun of the Dead.
Yep, there you go.
Giff, why didn't you ask me if I wanted to say it?
Because I don't think you knew it. I saw Dave and Rappy. They were nodding up and down. They were good to
Well,
go.
I am aware of that movie.
Okay. I just watched that just the other day.
There's actually a book I'm gonna read it soon. It's called "You've Got Red on You," but it's all about. It's like a history of the movie.
Of which
That's one
of
of
Shaun
Shaun of the Dead.
Really?
You know how he's working at the thing, and they keep saying, "You've got red on you."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So item number 7, first initial is
A.
A is correct. All right. Begins with 6 murders. Includes a priest.
Dave,
Dave?
is it Amityville Horror?
I was going to say that. Oh, I thought there'd be like 3 words to that, though. Like,
I thought
Nope.
it was
Amityville is one word.
I actually no, but the word horror, I didn't know how you were going with that.
Sure.
And
All right, Dave. The original Amityville Horror came out in which year?
78.
77, I'll say.
Oh, 79. You're all over it, man.
Each time. That's when Hamburger the movie came out. God damn it.
That's funny because that is a movie, isn't it?
It is actually a movie. Yes.
All right.
It's Hot Dog the movie, by the way. It's one of my favorite movies.
Yes, I know.
And it did come out in 83.
Okay, item number 8 starts with A.
H.
Okay, here we go. Clue number 1. Known to use a known to use a cage.
Kid in a cage.
Became popular in 1959. Has had different iterations. Some have cat eyes. Prevents injury. Protective gear worn by goalies.
Oh, Dave.
Oh,
Dave.
Pete.
Hockey mask?
Oh, man.
Ah.
So simple.
Well, and even though I said in the first clue, known to use a cage, I said damn near said mask. All right, Dave, which Friday the 13th movie was the first one to feature the hockey mask? Just looking for a number.
3.
I know it. Yep, that's correct.
That is correct.
We covered
the final chapter?
Pete, Which one
No.
involves a head being
That's
punched into
4.
a dumpster?
That would be 8. That is 8.
Yes. Yes.
Jason Takes Manhattan. And no, Final Chapter was 4, I believe, Brad.
Yeah, that's the one. we
Final
watched.
chapter was 4. That's yeah. That was the first one to feature Corey Feldman.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we've got item number 9 starts with a
M.
M. Okay, clue number 1, suspected of killing 4 people. Was a reality TV star.
He
Oh,
raised
Pete.
his hand.
Pete.
That was accidental.
Okay,
Sorry, go on.
okay. All right.
Okay. First one was suspected
of killing 4 people. Clue number 2, was a reality TV star. Suspected pothead. He could see dead people. Known dog lover. Played one of the original ghost-faced killers.
Brad.
Oh, Dave.
Brad.
Matthew Lillard.
Damn it.
Yes.
Very good. Very good, Brad. You figured out the pothead and the dog lover as Shaggy?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Now I know. Either. What was the he could see dead people?
Well, that's what I'm going to ask you. Which movie could he see dead people?
The Seventh Sense.
M. Night Shyamalan's.
With the use of glasses, he could see them in 13 Ghosts. Anybody remember the movie?
I didn't see that.
No. Oh, Rappy knows that one. I was not going to get that one.
All right. We got item number 10. Starts with a
L.
L. First clue. Got into alcohol at an early age. Busted for cocaine. Spent time in prison. Once had an upset tummy. Was in Beetlejuice's favorite movie.
What is that?
Oh,
Final clue. Had a hard time keeping her head on straight.
Brad.
Oh
crap! It's Linda.
Dave.
Oh my God.
Dave.
Linda Blair.
I kept wanting to say Hamilton.
If you wouldn't have said Linda, I wouldn't have.
Right after I said it, I'm like, why did I say that?
Yeah, don't say it at all. Okay, Dave, you seem to be.
And it just keeps getting funnier every single time
I see it. All right, Dave, you seem to be getting these questions all the time. What year did the original Exorcist come out?
I know this one. I think.
Is The Exorcist a 76?
74.
79.
73.
I was going to say that actually too.
Well, here's the thing. I was trying to think. Richard Pryor was on Saturday Night Live once, and they did an Exorcist like spoof.
Okay.
So I was thinking that launched in 75. Richard Pryor probably would have been one of their first big guests, like maybe a year in.
Okay.
Why would you say 79 then?
Oh, you said 6, I think.
Well, I went 76 first,
and
then I was like, then when I knew I was wrong, I biffed.
Oh,
God dang.
All right, folks, halfway through the game, here's the score. Brad 3, Pete 1, Dave 5, and Rappy 1.
Dave has 5?
Dave has 5.
Of course, I just handed him one, so
yeah, you sure did.
4.
I wish I had Lillard.
Plus, I didn't get Nev Campbell. I mean, my God.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys didn't get Nev Campbell. Did nobody get Nev Campbell?
No, nobody got it.
I tried to ring in. I had it right at the last second.
That game all around.
Oh, man.
All right.
Are we ready for item 11? It starts with a
B.
A B. All right. caused countless deaths, results in suicide. A pen can be used to right this wrong. Blamed for the death of an urban legend. For most people, these are a painful nuisance. These are small wounds caused by yellow and black flying insects.
Dave. A bee sting?
Yes. This isn't the question, but what movie does that refer to?
I mean, is that Candyman?
That's Candyman. Okay.
Yeah, that's and again, I'm not overly familiar with the Candyman franchise, but yeah.
Well, then we'll find out if you know the answer to this one.
That's too bad.
Who wrote the 2021 remake of Candyman?
Okay, that is it Jordan Peele?
That is also correct. Nice job, Dave.
I don't know the guy's name, but the guy who played Dr. Manhattan in Watchmen was the new Candyman. He's been in a handful of things, but he's the guy.
Well, that wasn't the question now, was it?
Oh, okay, Pete.
Well, I got the question right, so he's good to go. All right, item 12 starts with a
S.
S. Not as deadly as many think. Voorhees was in a famous one. Common occurrence around Indianapolis in 1945.
Dave.
Yes, Dave.
Shark attack.
Wow. Indianapolis?
Yeah, the
SS Indianapolis.
the USS Indianapolis went down.
Like a doll's eyes.
What are we talking about right now?
Jaws, man.
Well, I think that's going to be the next
I would
question.
be so mad at you right now, Brad.
Yeah.
Voorhees was in one?
Yeah, so the
From
actor
USS Indianapolis.
who played Alex Kittner in Jaws his name is Jeffrey Voorhees.
Oh,
So-
Why?
That's
That's
like a
just
Pete
one of
clue
those
there.
late, dumb Friday the 13th where he got attacked by a shark.
Right. Right?
Made his
Okay,
face.
so Dave, your extra question is name Quint's boat in Jaws.
Oh my God.
the SS Minnow. Wait, that was
That was-
Gilligan. God
Pete, I
damn
was
it.
just listening to the Jaws 4, How Did This Get Made on my walk.
I love that one.
Isn't it? Oh my God. I'm going to be so
Where's
embarrassed.
the clock here?
Is it-
Isn't he
Oh,
done?
my arm. No.
The orca?
What'd you say?
The orca.
He got it.
I thought that was the easiest trivia question.
Well, it's just one of those things where I'm like, I think I know this. I'm almost positive I know it, but I don't know it for sure.
Sure. All right, so that's we're on to item 13. First initial is
Somebody's pulling away here.
what's the
What?
first initial?
What was the last answer? I can't even remember now.
Shark attack.
Shark attack. A.
Hey.
A is the
Hey.
first initial of item 13. Debuted in 2002. Survived a natural disaster. Was related to a serial killer. Can run in slow motion. Recently honeymooned in Hawaii. This actress gave Woody a ride in the first season of True Detective.
I got it.
Dave?
Is it Alexandria Daddario?
No, it wasn't Alexandria.
Daddario.
Sometimes I
All
think
right.
That's all, folks.
That's
I got
all,
all
folks.
messed up there. For some reason, I was thinking C in my head, and so obviously I wasn't ever
Oh,
going to get that.
Okay, Dave, what horror franchise movie was she in?
Was
The name of
Hostel?
She was in Texas Chainsaw in 2013.
With like
That's
Jessica
the whole name
Biel,
of it,
right?
Texas Chainsaw.
That's the name of it, Texas Chainsaw.
They might as well have one called Chainsaw.
Wasn't Jessica Biel in that one too?
No, that was the remakes of Texas Chainsaw
Yeah,
Massacre.
that was back before.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
It was Chainsaw with a Vengeance.
Has Dave,
A good day to chainsaw, I think is what it was.
has Dave clinched yet?
Pretty damn close. He's up to 10. Okay, folks. We're on to 14. The first initial of 14 is
D.
D.
Abadi.
D.
D.
All right, here we go. Technically, only killed himself. Briefly seen at Notre Dame in 2004. A known scientist.
Brad. This is not going to be right. Dr. Frankenstein. Dang it.
Clue number 4. Parodied in 1963 and 1996. Lived in London in 1886. Final clue. Rappy?
Ooh.
Your audio is way
Something
off.
happened to your mic.
Yeah.
You sound like a robot.
Yeah, you sound like a robot. One more time.
Okay,
Well,
you said Dr. Jekyll.
First off, that is correct.
Rappy.
Are you able to I don't know
Yeah,
what.
your audio is like
or unhook the
Yeah, unhook something.
It's like Wally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. This is cool.
Actually, I vote for we have Rappy keep it that way because that's cool as hell.
Yes,
that
that's a
voice.
very Halloween kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like he sounds
That's
like
like
a
the
robot
speak
or
and spell
something.
voice or something.
Right.
Dr. Jekyll.
As long as he doesn't start sounding like Charlie Brown's teacher.
I think we got him.
Is that any better?
Yes,
Oh,
we
yeah,
got it.
I
it's
can
better.
understand you now. Hey,
Okay.
got that point.
All right, Mr. Hyde. Here's your question.
Oh, that wasn't the answer for the next part.
No. Name the parody movie from 1963.
Now we gotta have you.
Now
we gotta
batting.
go-
For the Twins.
Can you he's got to mute himself, but that won't work.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Well, what he can do, he can mute it until it's time for him to talk, and then
Yeah, is that possible? Can you do that, Rappy? Mute yourself. All right, here we go. Here's your question. Name the parody movies from 1963 and 1996 for Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
1996. Interesting.
It's the same movie.
Jekyll and Hyde together again?
That would be. Oh, go ahead, Dave.
Is it League of Extraordinary Gentlemen?
No, it's the Nutty Professor.
Oh. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
I was thinking, I thought the 96 one would be League of Extraordinary because he's a character
Sure.
in that. Yeah.
Right. Yep.
That's from the 2000s, though.
I know. Yeah.
I think.
Now, Brad, I'm not very good with movie years. We've already established.
Right. Yes. Okay, so we're on to item 15.
Well, good job. Somebody got one besides Dave. That makes things better.
Yes.
All right, so our first initial of item 15 is
J.
J. That is correct. Clue number 1. Fell to Earth in 2001. Is an avid outdoorsman. Did not kill anyone on 2 separate occasions. $163 confirmed kills.
Pete.
Jason
Jason Voorhees. Yes.
Oh, it's got to have to do with Jason X, right? Or that space one?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Where he fell to Earth.
Fell to Earth?
Yep. All right.
Oh, wait a minute. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so he fell to earth and yeah. So, Pete, your extra question is name one of the two movies with a sleeping bag kill in the Friday the 13th
He's
franchise.
thinking really hard. He's rubbing his chin.
And all I'm looking for is numbers here.
3.
Oh.
That would be 7 or 10, Jason X.
Wow, those guys. Did you guys both say? Did you say 7, Dave, and
I
Raffy
said
say 10?
6. I thought it was the one. I thought it was yeah.
So he got it though.
Well, and 10 was the one with the simulation, which I just thought was hilarious because the girls are laughing while in the sleeping bag. All right, nice job, Pete.
Thank you.
We are on to item number 16. What is
Can
the
you give
first?
a quick score update?
Sure.
No,
We have
or
got Rappy and Pete with 2, Brad with 3, Dave with 10.
Oh, I thought
I'm just hoping to catch Brad.
Yeah, it's a race for second here.
Yes, it is. All right, item 16 starts with
V.
V. Okay, dates back to the book of Genesis. Carried out on Nazi collaborators after World War II. Many superheroes practice this. Lynching was considered this. This act helped create a horror franchise in 1984. Final clue.
I know the movie. I know.
This action taken by a person or group to unlawfully enforce the law.
Pete.
Pete.
Vigilante Justice.
Wow.
That
Is it
is the
Nightmare
hardest.
on Elm-
That's the
Oh.
hardest one on the entire sheet. I didn't know if anybody was going to get that one.
Wow, Pete.
I just threw out a guess on that one.
Okay, Pete, name the horror franchise from 1984 that Vigilante Justice helped to create. Three,
1984.
1.
Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm just throwing a guess out there.
What? Based on the year, yeah, that's what.
Wow, that's
I had
just
said
a
it
guess.
too. You must not have heard me. I actually said half of it.
The parents of Elm Street got together and burned
Yeah, they
Freddie.
Vigilanted him.
Yep, after he got off on a technicality.
Did he just catch Brad?
No,
I'm
he
ahead of
passed
me.
Brad.
Because he got 2.
Hey, Rappy, I just want to tell you, I'm watching my screen, so if you're muted, just hit your raise hand button so I can get you in there. Okay, so item 17 starts with a
J.
J.
J. All right, here we go. 1 confirmed kill. Married to a rock guitarist. Loved the Italian language.
Oh, Dave.
Dave?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's 3 words.
Benito Mussolini.
Jamie Curtis.
Benito Mussolini.
Much
Well, then
like
you got it wrong.
much like Craig T. Nelson is still Craig Nelson. Okay, what do I have for Dave here? 1, her only movie Golden Globe for which role?
I mean, was it Trading Places?
That would be Helen in True Lies.
She won a Golden
really?
Globe for True
Terrible.
Lies.
Mhm.
Come on.
Wow.
My 5th clue was not a very good spy, but one hell of a dancer.
I was gonna say Fish Called Wanda, and that was the
Yep.
last one, but then I thought, well, maybe it's Trading Places instead. I can't believe she only won it for True
Yeah,
Lies.
a Fish Called Wanda would have made more sense.
Way
Huh?
more sense.
Even Kevin Kline won a freaking Oscar.
See,
Yeah.
Brad, when
Or
I
the
read
aerobics movie Perfect. I mean,
What
how
a-
could that not be the one?
when I wrote the loves the Italian language, I figured that was kind of.
I was thinking Kevin Kline, but I wasn't. I actually was thinking of that exactly. But
Sure.
She's all right.
Hello, Ken's pets.
Oh no, Ken is going to kill me.
Okay, here we go. We've got item number 18. That starts with a
C.
A C.
Or an L.
No, it'd be a C. All right, here we go. 3 famous deaths. Had an illegitimate son. Known for giving the little man a chance. Lost his hand and his arm on separate occasions. Coached a hot-headed athlete. Played Apollo Creed in the Rocky franchise. Brad.
Carl Weathers.
God.
Damn alligator.
All right, Brad's extra question. Carl Weathers played 8 games for which NFL team?
I know this one.
Is it? Oh, I don't know.
I know this, Brad.
Is it Giants?
The
Raiders.
Raiders.
For all you Chris Berman fans out there.
So, of course, Carl Weathers was included on this list for his work in Predator.
Right.
Predator.
Yes. Okay, so we've got item 19 starts with a
W.
W.
Is no stranger to aliens. Winner of 2 Emmys and 1 Golden Globe.
Rappy raised
Oh,
his
Rappy.
hand.
I was going Sigourney Weaver. I did it again. Never mind.
I did it again.
Britney Spears did. Okay, we'll finish.
Weaver, Sigourney.
We'll finish clue 2. Winner of 2 Emmys and 1 Golden Globe. Worked as a hooker for 5 seasons. Went to space last year.
Oh, Pete.
Pete.
William Shatner.
That
T.J.
is
Hooker. How
That is
clever of you.
Yeah.
okay, Pete. Here's your follow-up question. Name his female co-star from T.J. Hooker.
Oh God, she was the blonde. I'm gonna say it's wrong. Farrah Fawcett.
Heather Locklear, right?
Heather Locklear, yes.
Heather
Chesky Malone,
Locklear is correct. Okay, here we go. It is a battle for second place between Brad and Pete. Dave has this thing locked up and then some. All right, our final item starts with a
S.
L.
Hold on. What
Oh, Locklear.
Oh my God,
Jesus
Brad.
Christ.
with an S for William Shatner. So we're gonna have.
I'm
an S.
sorry. The
Yeah.
most recent answer was Heather Locklear. I don't think it was too crazy to get confused.
Boo.
So smart.
Okay, here we go. Clue number 1. Marilyn Burns,
Know that.
Janet Leigh.
Oh, Dave?
Dave.
I mean, is it Alfred Hitchcock? No. God damn it.
That starts with
I
an A.
wasn't thinking. I gotta say Alfred Hitchcock because that's
Yep.
my guess.
All right.
Dang it.
Clue number.
He
Did
raised
anybody
his
else want to
hand
ring
again.
in? Peter, you
No,
ringing?
that was accidental.
Oh, again, it was
Well,
accidental.
but here's the thing: if
Funny
Dave
though, in the
rings
first
in,
question of the game, it wasn't an accident
if
for
Dave
me.
rings in and Pete rings in while Dave's answering, he can rescind his call in anyway, so it's
Okay.
fine. All right, so clue number 3: Heather Langenkamp, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Jamie Lee Curtis.
I think I know where you're going with this. by the way.
Oh, it's
Final clue: This female horror mainstay is known for her loud, piercing cries.
Oh.
Pete.
Scream actress.
Brad or
I want to say damsel
Rappy,
in distress.
Rappy.
Rappy's got it.
Scream Queens.
Ah, nice.
I didn't. Yeah. Okay.
That is correct.
I thought you were gonna go with Final Girls, that they were Final Girls, but Janet Leigh wasn't a Final Girl.
Oh, dang,
No.
that doesn't start with an S.
I
Or an
know.
outfit.
Well, yeah.
All right, Rappy, here is your question. So there was a TV series called Scream Queens. Which TV series star on Scream Queen was also in Scream 4?
Nev Campbell.
That would be
Jenny-
Emma Roberts.
I was going to say Jenny McCarthy.
All right, well, that is the end of the game for this evening. Did you guys want to try the tiebreakers just for fun?
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
No,
What's the
let's not do
scores?
them.
All right, the final score, we have Dave with 11, Pete with 5, Brad with 4, and Rappy with 3.
Really good battle for second there. We should all be proud.
He came on strong there.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna do tiebreakers.
Pete, I
for fun.
gotta say, vigilante justice, you earned it with that answer.
Yeah, that was the
That was a
hardest-
total guess.
And I blew it because I had at least 2 points that I knew and just blanked out on. So you win.
Coulda,
Well done.
shoulda, woulda. Yeah. All right, for our tiebreakers, we only have 3 clues for each item, so these are pretty quick. And both tiebreakers have the same initials, and those are R and S. R and S. So item number 1, knighted in 2003.
Brad.
Brad.
This is not going to be right. Oh my God. Rod Stewart.
Remember when Rod Stewart starred in Leprechaun in the Hood?
Oh boy.
That movie ruled.
All right, clue number 2.
He actually recorded Young Turks for that movie.
Career spanned 7 decades. Final clue. Director of Alien, Blade Runner.
Dave.
Dave.
Ridley Scott.
Well, Dave, you didn't need the tiebreaker to win, but you got that one. All right, we've got one left real quick here. Nominated for 2 Oscars. Flew a kick-ass helicopter. Best known for playing
Dave.
Sheriff Dave.
Roy Scheider.
That is correct. Dave just cleaning up, kicking
I
ass.
was
taking
looking. I was
names.
looking for Rod Serling there, but that would have been a
Not
good
Rod Stewart.
yes.
Hey, it's me, Rod Stewart, up in the chopper.
But you know, Twilight Zone. That would have been a good Halloween one. But
Dave,
Spot
I'd
on
like-
Rod Stewart, by the way.
I'd like to say that you murdered your competition tonight
Yeah.
on this initials game.
Gifford's
Killed it.
getting really good with the puns.
You gotta be when you write this game. Gotta have the puns.
basically, I was like the last one running through the woods, but eventually I got killed.
Yeah, Pete, you'd have to be the ugliest final girl ever. I would
That's
say.
thanks.
Although,
Gifford.
you know, the
Ouch.
final girl that's running through the woods, Pete, is a virgin, so it adds up.
Oh, that
Yeah.
checks out.
Yeah, checks
Thanks,
out.
guys.
Oh,
Hey, Gift, that was fun, man.
That
yes.
was really well done, of course.
It
I would
was.
like
yes.
to thank Dave and Rappy for coming on to play. Very good job by both of you. Of course, Dave, a little better job, but anyway,
Always a lot of fun to be here.
yes,
Cheater.
thank you, Rappy. Well, do we have?
I
anything
didn't
to
realize
wrap
at
up,
first,
Brett?
but Rappy is wearing a Frankenstein T-shirt too to go along
Oh,
with
yeah.
his initial, which is
Well-
nice. Good team spirit there. So
Mhm.
Rappy,
I've
does
got
that,
'em.
below camera, does that say Frankie says relax? Yeah.
Awesome.
I've got an orange shirt. That's Halloween.
There you go.
Oh God, Pete. Jeez.
My God.
Make this all about you.
You look like a jackass o' lantern. I will give you
Oh, so I'll add a laugh track on this one. At the end of this one.
All right, I'm going to do a Karate Kid abrupt ending here if you guys don't stop.
All right, we need a little preacher row.
All right, Brad. Cut the preacher row.
All right, LaRusso, thanks.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Yes. Stay safe.
No one's here to comfort me. Sorry for what I have done. It's not that your song is gone. 7 steps and it will be my last.